something out of a horror movie.
Flames so intense,
I've never seen flames that big.
neighbors forced out of their homes.
Everything was just hot, so hot you could barely move.
An entire block left damaged.
And tonight, crews still on the scene there in Hamilton, where a vacant warehouse went up in flames earlier this morning. Good evening, I'm Craig McKee.
And I'm Tanya O'Rourke. Kristen Hartman has the week off. The fire caused massive evacuations for neighborhoods, with officials really fearing that fire would spread. 9 on your side's Marielle Carbone is live in Hamilton. So Marielle, the fire did not spread, I should say, into those homes, but it did cause some other damage.
It did, and most of that damage was because of the heat coming off of those flames. Now, to show you just how hot this fire was, take a look. The siding on some of these homes literally just melted off from the heat of the flames. So that hot temperature, it's just one of the many things neighbors had to deal with out here this morning.
Never seen flames that big. The smoke went so high. The sky was orange. I mean, it was like something out of a horror movie.
That was the scene in Hamilton this morning, but the sound?
Bam, bam, bam on the door, and I look at my daughter and we're like, do we open the door?
A knock and demand.
Has anybody told you get out right now? You might want to grab a thing or two, but get out now.
Neighbors Harley Centers and Teresa Johnson were forced to evacuate around 5 this morning as flames engulfed the vacant warehouse across from their homes. The building burnt to the ground as crews raced to put out the fire. For Barbara Brown, after the initial shock, she noticed something else, the heat.
And everything was just hot, so hot you could barely move. And when I reached for the handle on my car, it was so hot I had to pull my hand away.
In fact, the heat from the flames literally melted the side of this home.
And I was worried about everything catching fire because the heat was so intense.
Fire officials say although property is damaged, no one was injured. But for Johnson, the stress of it all is enough to cause harm.
I don't want anybody else to ever have to feel this. Absolutely. You know, if I got enough homeowners insurance, am I going to come home to a house?
And now fire officials are still investigating and trying to determine just what caused this, but a 911 caller or witness did say that he saw 2 young men running from the warehouse this morning. And the fire chief does say that this vacant building, it was a problem building for the area. I'll have more on that coming up at 6. But for now, reporting live in Hamilton, Marielle Carbone, 9 on your side.